not Christian because 3 is not 1.
Thank you for
God
the hand
is
heart.
not going to lower himself to become a man. God is too superior to be a man.
How you know?
What do you have to say?
How do you know?
Because he's God. He says in the Quran. Go read.
Why should I take the Quran as the word of God? You're muted when you swipe up from TikTok. You are muted. No one can hear you. She probably got a call. The demons are trying to stop her because she knows she's about to get folded quick. Because the funny thing is, she's coming up with this script very, very aggressive and confident that this is going to, oh, there she goes. Yeah, the demons are stopping her because the demons know that she's coming up with this script very, very aggressively, not thinking, just firing her shot. No, in her mind, she thinks it's going to go a certain way when she's about to get completely given a curveball. When I start to challenge her as to why we should accept the Quran is from God, and she ain't going to be able to answer that question, guys. I could already tell by how she went up, she is not going to be able to answer that question, bro. And it's gonna fluster her. She's gonna go crazy. Anyways, what's up?
Yo, hello.
What's up?
How are you, bro?
Doing good. How are you?
If I show you Muhammad in the Bible, would you become Muslim?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to Songs of Solomon, chapter 5.
Okay. And this is gonna talk about Muhammad. Muhammad. Hold on a second. Let me see. Is this the right screen? Oh shoot. I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on. Here we are. You said Song of Solomon.
Chapter 5, verse 16.
Chapter 5, verse 16. Muhammadan, Muhammadin.
Okay. Do you know this verse?
I think I might, yeah. His mouth is most sweet, and he is altogether desirable. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem.
If you, okay, in Hebrew, do you have like on the screen, are you able to put like a Hebrew translation?
Yep.
Of the Bible on this verse, yeah.
Yep.
It will literally say Muhammad's name.
It says Muhammadim.
Muhammadin, and who's that? What's that translated to?
That's not Muhammad.
Okay, who can it be? So I'll give you an example here.
It just means, bro, the word in Hebrew means lovely.
No, okay, exactly, but wait. It can't be anyone else except Muhammad. I'll give you an example here. On the verse, it says, my beloved is radiant and ruddy. Authentic narrations show when the Quran says he was neither short nor tall. He had a large head, a large beard, and reddish complexions. Authentic narrations show when Allah's messenger was pleased, his face lit up and looked like a bit of the moon. You want me to say? And also, it says a verse here, that's the most important one. It says, his hair is wavy and black as a raven. Do you know what raven is in Hebrew?
I don't think I care. Why does this mean that it's your prophet? And what does this verse have to do with your prophet?
Because all this describes perfectly how Muhammad looked like from all the authentic narrations. Like as a raven, in Hebrew, ravens translate to Arab.
So?
Directly.
So?
They're obviously talking about Muhammad.
Okay. And who is this bride that's praising Muhammad here? And it's talking, by the way, what was described as Muhammad in verse 16 is his mouth.
Okay, yeah.
So
Because Allah gave him such good complexion, so good describe it.
Hamza, this is not very compelling. And by the way, when you go to the Greek for that word, that's translated as what you think is Muhammad. The Muhammad, it's actually glucose, which is sweet. That's where we get the word glucose from.
Okay, then
And
why is Hebrew saying
well,
Muhammad
hold on a second,
another language
hold on a
says
second,
something
bro,
else?
hold on
Your
a second.
Bible's never
In
authentic.
the Greek, which is the oldest, well, the majority of during the time of Muhammad, when the Torah was passed around. It was in the Greek, and that word is glucose, glucose, right? That's where we get the word glucose from in English, and it means sweet. That's what it
Okay,
means.
but then
So how does
this
that?
is
It doesn't like why are we going to automatically assume that this means Muhammad? Why do we
okay,
assume that?
but then if this verse describes Muhammad perfectly, who was described also says, "My beloved is white and ruddy, chief among the 10,000." And I guess how many men were Muhammad?
How many what?
Exactly 10,000.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're interpreting this all these verses to fit Muhammad. I get it, but I mean, you don't think other people can try to fit other people into this too? Like another Arab man named Muhammad that's not your prophet.
It's impossible. Each one of these verses describe Muhammad.
You said it's impossible. This can't be describing anything else.
Exactly.
How can you prove that it's impossible to not be anything else?
They describe Muhammad perfectly.
No, it doesn't.
Muhammad
No, it doesn't, bro.
was
Here,
perfect.
let's read it. Okay, let's read it. Let's see. My beloved radiant is ruddy. What does ruddy mean?
Like when they say my beloved is white and ruddy, it means I don't exactly say it. My English not the best, but it's like when I don't know how to explain. But Quran says when Muhammad he had a large head. He was neither short or tall. He had a beard and reddish complexions.
Okay, so you said Muhammad was described as red.
And reddish complexions.
So he was white.
No,
Well, that's what ruddy would mean if he's red.
reddish complexions.
Yeah, it would mean like because red or the word here would be the root word would be Adam. It's like it means like if a person's skin can get rosy, that means the person's pale. Was Muhammad pale?
You don't know that. Well, authentic
Huh?
narrations of no, and the hadiths, it like if you say if I'm pale, I've reddish complexion, so my skin's a bit darker. It's like
Was
if you
I'm
look at your
bro,
skin,
bro.
if you
Listen,
when you
listen,
get
bro.
tanned,
Was Muhammad
your
pale?
skin
Was
gets more red.
Muhammad pale, bro?
Brother, everyone is pale, but then when they
No, they're not.
get
What are you
like
talking about?
when they listen,
What the hell are you talking about,
when
bro?
they get
Arab people are not pale. Hey, bro.
listen,
Hey, listen. You do me a favor. Show some respect. Don't start raising your voice at me. Arab people are not pale, bro. What are you talking about? They're not pale. So he's ruddy. Muhammad's pale? You're muted, bro. So nobody can hear you.
Every single Arab has reddish complexions, which makes his
No, they
skin a
don't.
bit dark.
No, they don't, bro.
If you have reddish complexions as well. Everyone has it.
I'm not
Look at
Arab.
your skin
I'm
if
not
you're
Arab,
dark.
but not every Arab.
Look at your skin if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
dark.
Okay,
Look at your
look.
skin
How
if
about
you're dark.
this? How about this? Was Muhammad pale?
I can't say yes or no. I just can't. But
Okay. So we don't have anything describing Muhammad's skin color in a hadith?
no, they do.
Huh?
They say he has reddish complexions, which makes him darker. As
Wait,
an
it
Arab.
says that Muhammad has reddish complexions, which makes him darker. You said, right?
That's what makes everyone dark.
Right. So that means, according to yours, he's not pale, correct?
He's not pale. He's like more. I don't know how to explain it. You just need to like look.
Is he white?
Yes, everyone's white except like.
Dude, okay,
other
good.
people, you know.
So yeah. But is he pale or is he dark?
Just let me explain, okay?
You just said red means
Every
dark,
si-
bro.
every
You
single
just
white
said red means
person
dark.
is pale,
Is
but
red
they have
dark or not?
different.
Is red dark or not?
Listen, listen. Every single white person starts off as pale, but then all of them have like, if their family had like reddish complexions or different types of complexions, then they'll be a different
Hamzat.
skin color.
I'm not interested in your pigmentation explanation because dude. You said everyone's white and not everyone's white. Okay, I just want to know
I mean, I talk about the actual
you
white.
said because you just said that red means dark, which in some cultures that is what that means. Okay, so was Muhammad dark?
He's like an Arab nowadays,
Is just answer the question. Is he dark?
like dark white skinned, like an Arab
Bro,
nowadays.
is that dark? You can't say dark and then not dark at the same time. Don't remember, you guys don't like contradictions. So was he dark? It's just a yes or no. It's just a
stay calm.
hey, was he dark, yes or no?
Why do you care about skin color?
All right, bro. See you later. See you later. You just said red means dark, and fortunately in the Hebrew, Adam doesn't mean dark. It means pale. So this is not Muhammad. See you later. Kick rocks. The hell? Everyone's white. Duh. It's funny how the Muslims they hate contradictions. They stand on the simplicity of their religion. 100% no contradictions. If you find me one contradiction, I will leave the religion today and become a Christian. If you show me one single contradiction. Then when you have them explain something, they will save themselves with contradictions all day long. Insane.
Hey, I'm not Christian because God cannot be a human being.
Are you Muslim?
Yes,
Okay. Why can't God take on a human flesh?
because
You good?
it's contradictory to his nature.
Oh, contradictory too. So two things that have contradictory properties cannot be united into something?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Because they are opposed to one another. They're polar opposites.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you a question. Let's see if this fits. All right. Muslims do believe you have a soul, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you obviously believe you have a human body. So your soul, is that you?
Yes.
Is your body you?
Yes.
Okay. Is your soul immaterial, meaning it's not made of material, or is it material?
Is the soul material?
Yeah. Is it material or immaterial?
We can say it's immaterial.
Okay. And what about your body? Is that also immaterial?
It's material.
Are those opposite properties?
Are they opposite what are the properties?
Yeah, immaterial and material. Are those two opposing properties?
No.
They're not? Being
They're
made
not
of
opposing.
matter and not made of matter are not opposites?
They're not opposing.
They're not opposites? That's what opposing
Okay.
means. Opposite.
So what you're saying is not analogous because number one.
I didn't make an analogy yet. I'm just asking. Are they opposites?
Okay, let's say they're opposites.
Okay, good.
What's the point?
Yeah. So your person, has a soul and a body united, and they are opposites. So your principle that you just tried to bring an argument for, it doesn't stand. You're making an argument that it's impossible for two natures to have opposing properties to be united in one thing when you yourself are that.
Okay, so the reason why what you're saying is not analogous is because the human nature or the soul, right? It has a nature, and the human body, the nature of the human body, is the soul. So without the soul within the human body would not live. It would not be a living thing, right? Or unless you're saying that the human body can live without the soul.
No, we're not talking about the functionality of the soul. I was arguing for the principle. Do you know what an argument for the principle is?
Okay, you saying the functionality of the soul, but what's the
No, I'm not.
functionality of
I
the body?
wasn't. I wasn't talking about that. You're bringing that up.
Right, but
I
what's the
was arguing.
functionality of the body?
Who cares? That's not my argument.
What do you mean? Who cares is not an argument.
It's not my argument. That's why who cares? You're
Okay, but it's my
imposing as if
argument.
that's my argument. No,
It's my
look, bro,
argument
you're
against
not.
what
You
you're
need to
saying.
respond to my argument. You need to, just like I responded to yours. You need to respond to what I'm saying. I'm making an argument.
I'm trying to
making.
demonstrate what
Hey,
you're saying. It doesn't make sense.
yeah. Well, what you're demonstrating is you didn't understand what I was saying. So now I'm going to help you understand. I'm making an argument for your principle. The principle that you brought was that two things that have opposing properties cannot be united into one thing. And I just demonstrated to you that you yourself have two things that are you, because they're united within your person, that have opposing properties, your soul and your body. So your claim that it's not possible for two opposing things to be united together, it doesn't stand.
Okay, right. So number one, the soul is a part of me, and the
I'm
body's
not
a part of me.
arguing that, bro. I'm arguing for the principle, bro. The principle that you are arguing for doesn't stand because it is possible for there to be two things, opposing properties, to be united in one thing.
So what I'm saying is that what you're saying is not analogous to what the Trinity or to what
I
Jesus
never
is.
said, I never used it as a one-to-one analogy to what the Trinity is, and we're not even discussing
So
the
the
Trinity. We're
argument
discussing the
tells me it's not
hypostatic union.
one-to-one.
No, we're arguing for the principle that you are presenting. The principle you're presenting is that two things that have opposing properties cannot be united into one thing. That is what you're saying. I'm saying that your principle that you're presenting is flawed. It is possible. You yourself have two things united within your person that have opposing properties. That's what I'm saying. Stay there. Respond back to my argument against your principle. Waiting for you to unmute.
So, like I was trying to say, right? You have not presented a analogous argument against what I.
Yeah, see you later, bro. See you later. That went over your head, bro. You ain't ready.